Hi everybody, it's Maria Parmigiani and I'm at Springs Aesthetics and I'm talking to Dr. John Burroughs, who is an expertise in eye surgery. So one of the things that we're going to talk about today is eyelid surgery. So tell us a little bit about your qualifications and then we'll get into those questions.
Sure. I'm an ophthalmic plastic surgeon and I'm part of the ASOPR Society, which is the American Society of Ophthalmic Plastic and Reconstructive Surgeons. And it took 14 years after high school to get through all of that because we have to take separate oral exams, written exams, we have surgical case log reviews, we have to write a thesis, and we have to be recommended by the person who's training us. So my background was originally as an eye surgeon, and then I did plastic surgery while I was an eye surgeon and just found out that's what I loved the most, and I was encouraged to go on and do the 2 years of the eyelid and facial plastic surgery fellowship.
You have a lot of training behind you. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that we're going to talk about is eyelid surgery, and what would be a reason that someone would come in and get that?
Well, the eyes are the center and the focal point of our face, and it's what we're taught from a very young age to look at when we talk to others. So people care about their eyes, and people get told that they look tired or they look older than they are because it shows in your eyes. So you can help improve things by getting rid of wrinkles, by lifting the eyelids, by getting rid of bags underneath where if they have dark hollows and circles, we can improve those areas as well. And rarely people need reconstructive surgery because there's a problem going on or a skin cancer in the eyelid.
All right, so what are the types of surgeries that we can get on the eyes?
Oh, sure. Well, you can lift them. Mm-hmm. You can lower them if you need to. Sometimes they're rolled out. You roll them in. If they're rolled in, you can roll them out. There's also, surgery to get rid of the fat bags, and we sometimes take fat out. Sometimes we move the fat around. And then there's droopy eyelid repairs we do as well as brow surgery.
All right. Well, your eyes, a lot of people get nervous around their eyes. So what are the types of fears that most patients have when they come in?
Well, one of the big ones is, is anything going to happen to my eyes? And so, with my background as an ophthalmic surgeon, we're taught millimeters matter. So we're very obsessive about doing surgery safely around the eyes. Another concern they have is how long they're going to be down as far as bruising and swelling. And so we've come up with some ways to improve that, to include...
Are these goggles?
Yeah, the lid goggles here. I think I'm the first in Colorado to offer these. A colleague in front of mine designed them. They have this special foam. But basically, you wear these after surgery instead of doing cold compresses, and it reduces your bruising and swelling about 5-fold. And we're seeing patients at their first week checkups with hardly any bruising or swelling. It's amazing.
Wow.
I also like them because patients can sleep with them on at night, so if they roll over onto a side, it protects the incisions while they're healing.
Oh my gosh, all right. And one thing that you had mentioned at the beginning of this interview was ASOPers. So what are the qualifications of that?
Well, you first have to be a board-certified ophthalmologist, and then you apply to do the fellowship training for the eyelid and facial plastic portion. Each of the fellowships have a sanctioned preceptor that you train with, and you've got to compete against a lot of other people because it's a popular field, and then you go ahead and do the 2 years of training, and then like I said, there's separate written and oral exams afterwards.
Oh my goodness. All right, so a lot of qualifications. I think you're the guy for the job. How can people come down and visit you?
Well, they just can look us up on the web at Springs Aesthetics. They can also give us a call for an appointment. If it's cosmetic or aesthetic, if it's through insurance, they need to have a referral first.
And one great thing that you provide out there for everybody is you'll film some of your surgeries so they can see it, and kind of that fear could dissipate a little bit because you see it's not as scary as you thought, or it's not as long as some would think, right?
Yeah, that's right. I have one surgery I filmed that has like 130,000 views. I can't believe it's got that many, but I teach at national and international meetings, and I have a following of other surgeons as well as patients who just like to see what we're doing here.
And what's your Facebook page?
Springs Aesthetics.
Very easy.
Yeah, it's
all
very
right.
simple.
Well, I want to thank you for your time today.
Sure. Thanks, Maria.